mine. And the first question is going to be for you, Chris. How does it feel to be one of the original members in the band stuff?
It's cool. Thinking about it, I mean, time's really flown by. I mean, it's been close to 10 years. I mean, it's just been a pretty incredible ride, and all the things that we've done and places we went to. It's incredible.
Well, I'm not a, supposedly I'm not a Oh yeah, you know. I joined after Distance Makes the Heart Grow Fond, so I'm not an original member. That's not cool, man. Nah, but it's cool, man. We're fun, dude, you know?
Yeah.
We're excited to, you know, be in a band and be able to do this. So I can't complain, man.
Bringing it back to Distance or whatever, describe or tell me the transition between each CD, because I know when, you know, Opposite came out, it sounded like it does, you know, how I guess like the scene sounded then.
Yeah.
But as far as like musically and everything that goes along, you guys seem to just like break each kind of mold. And I just want to know like what progressed to that like versions.
Just doing whatever comes out, whatever we do, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just wanting to become better at what we do. And, you know, as we get older, we start listening to different types of music. You know, our tastes broaden, and you know, just try to be a better band all around.
Life fucks you a little more, so
yeah,
you change.
I think also too, it's like the fact that we want to do different things. We want to be our own band with our own sound as best we can. You know, there's no such thing as originality anymore. So I'm just trying to be as individual as we possibly can.
What have you noticed in the past like 10, 11 years since you guys have been doing this? Say the hardcore in general, like scene-wise and musically-wise. What do you notice the most has changed over that course of time?
I mean, I think like the actual scene itself, like that was pretty underground when we all got into it. I mean, I don't know if that type of scene exists anymore. I think it does. I mean, it's been commercialized and, you know, capitalized off of, you know, all these different entities, and, you know, I don't know if it exists. So that would be the biggest thing that's changed.
I think the biggest, like, I don't even know what most of this stuff is even hardcore anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's something completely different. It's from where we came from, it would be, you know what I mean? Like, even, we were doing it, but when I think of hardcore, I think of, like, Bold and Earth Crisis, you know, Stripe.
Yeah.
And, you know, that time, like, even when we were playing, like, if we played with bands, I wouldn't consider it hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the ideals are, you know, for some bands, you know, the way that they treat it, and it's punk rock and stuff, but, like, I usually, like, get back. Yeah, by hardcore is like that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not what it is now, so.
First time I actually saw you guys was with Stripe up in Jacksonville, like years and years ago.
I remember that. Where's that at? I
remember they just jumped in, like, yeah, they just jumped on, like, a couple of shows.
Yeah.
There in St. Petersburg, I remember.
Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville,
yeah.
Oh, that was in St. Pete too, though. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's State Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that show.
With 18 Visions, I think, was on that too. Maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. On my phone?
Hold on a second.
No problem. There you go, buddy. It's fucking $15, dude.
Okay.
Alright. As far as like influences go, describe some of your influences before going into this, and describe how they changed and who they are, like what they are now.
Like who the influence were when we like joined the band?
Yeah, like when you first started making records, like, you know, for Opposite and Care from the Red.
Like predominantly, like obviously hardcore bands, but the popular bands at the time, like, you know, Zao and Raven. I mean, I don't even know. There was like a long list of popular bands. Pretty much every hardcore band at the time, because we all like different sects of it. I remember Derek, our old guitar player, was like really into Botch and Coalesce and Converge. I don't remember what I was into, and I don't know what Jeff was into.
Yeah, I mean, I was into that stuff, like Shy Elude, and
yeah,
you know what I mean, like Cave In.
Really, again,
I like anything. Like, I would buy CDs constantly. You know, I would, like when I was 18, when I joined this band, I was into like anything, as long as it wasn't like, you know, new metal. but it was only strictly this, you know, like hardcore or emo type music too. You know what I mean? Like I like Sunny Day and Jimmy World and Promise Ring and stuff like that. And then, you know, as I got older, then you know, I started listening to other stuff as well.
One of the bands that you had mentioned to me a long time ago was, as a big influence, was the Deftones. And you said to me a few years ago that one of your, and Derek and the whole band all together, one of your goals as a band was to be able to go out on tour with the Deftones. And a couple years later, I saw it happen. And I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. Like, who makes a goal and then really, like, you know, gets to follow through something that big anyway? How did that feel to be able to just do that?
Oh, we were pumped when we got that Deftones tour. I remember, like, we heard that we got it in where's Martin?
Minneapolis.
Is that where we found out?
I think so. I don't really remember.
I'm pretty sure it was there because I remember we were going to stay at their house and we found out that we were going to go on tour with Deftones. We were all like freaking out. It was cool, you know what I mean? It was real nice to like. Exactly. I guess that, you know, we really respected Deftones. You know, I don't know how. I mean, you did.
Everybody had like
pretty much everybody
level of respect.
liked them. You know, Ryan's always been into like Rush and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's a little different with what he likes, but yeah, man, it was nice. You know, it was cool.
Was it everything that you expected it to be?
No, but it was still fun, man. It was good.
All right.
So
I'll leave it at that.
that being the goal then, what as a collective group for Poison Willow's goal now? Like,
I mean, I don't know, like we were saying before, like to make the most individual music we can and reach a large audience, you know what I mean? It's kind of
Yeah, I mean,
do what we do.
Yeah, I mean, I just enjoy being in a band, you know, and like, I'm not gonna be able to do this later on in life, and like, I would like to see this, you know, like I don't feel like I don't want to make music anymore. So my goal is to finish this to the end, like, so that when I'm an old man, I feel like, you know, I did this as long as I wanted to do it. I was a musician, as long as I could possibly be one, and I was happy, you know, with being a musician. So that's ultimately my goal. Like, I mean, I'm pumped on going to write. Like, we're gonna go write a new record. I'm really, like, I think I'm more excited now than I've been in a while to go record a record because it's always been like super stressful for me. You know, I start freaking out and stuff. And, like, I'm not scared to go write a record now. I'm excited to what it's like the finished product is gonna sound like. So yeah, man, I'm just pumped, dude. I get to be in a band, and you know, we look back and like lots of you know bands that we know aren't even like together anymore. You know, we have the opportunity to continue doing this. You know, and some bands just because you know they stop wanting to be in a band or whatever, or you know they just couldn't do it anymore financially or whatever. So I'm pretty, you know, fortunate that all these guys think the same way. They're just, you know, they just won't play music.
cool deal. Speaking of writing a new record, what led to, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the musician's name because it's not going to happen for me, but what led to the eventual use of them for, you know, You Come Before You? Was it just strictly based on them working with this?
Yeah.
Why